The Colt revolving belt pistol of naval caliber, later known as the Colt 1851 Navy or Navy Revolver, is a cap-and-ball revolver that was designed by Samuel Colt between 1847 and 1850. Colt first called this revolver the Ranger model, but the designation Navy quickly took over. After the Civil War, revolvers using fixed metallic cartridges came into widespread use. The Colt Navy remained in production until 1873, being replaced in the Colt line with what would become one of the manufacturer's most famous handguns, the Colt Single-Action Army. Total production numbers of the Colt 1851 Navy revolver were exceeded only by the Colt pocket models in concurrent development, and numbered some 215,000 domestic units and about 42,000 produced in the Colt London Armory. The 6-round .36 caliber Navy revolver was much lighter than the contemporary Colt Dragoon revolvers developed from the .44 Walker Colt revolvers of 1847, which, given their size and weight, were generally carried in saddle holsters. As the factory designation implied, the Navy revolver was suitably sized for carrying in a belt holster. It became very popular in North America at the time of Western expansion. Colt's aggressive promotions distributed the Navy and his other revolvers across Europe, Asia, and Africa. The cylinder of this revolver is engraved with a scene of the victory of the 2nd Texas Navy at the Battle of Campeche on May 16, 1843. The Texas Navy had purchased the earlier Colt Patterson revolver, but this was Colt's first major success in the gun trade. The naval theme of the engraved cylinder of the Colt 1851 Navy revolver was Colt's gesture of appreciation. The engraving was provided by Waterman Ormsby. Despite the Navy designation, the revolver was chiefly purchased by civilians and military land forces. Famous Navy users included Wild Bill Hickok, John Henry Doc Holliday, Richard Francis Burton, Ned Kelly, Bully Hayes, Richard H. Barter, Robert E. Lee, Nathan B. Forrest, John O'Neill, Frank Gardner, Quantrill's Raiders, John Coffee Jack Hayes, Bigfoot Wallace, Frederick Townsend Ward, Ben McCulloch, Addison Gillespie, John Rip Ford, Sewell Ross and most Texas Rangers prior to the Civil War. Use continued long after more modern cartridge revolvers were introduced. The Ottoman Empire used the revolver as late as the Russo-Turkish War of 1877-78 even though it was quite antiquated compared to the Russian Smith & Wesson Model 3. Fictional movie character The Man with No Name also used a Navy conversion in The Good, the Bad and the Ugly,